A cyclone carries Dorothy and Toto to the magical land of Oz. When Dorothy's house squashes the Wicked Witch of the East, she is ecstatically thanked by the liberated Munchkins, and given permission to wear the witch's powerful ruby slippers. From there, Baum's lovable characters, Rubber-Legged Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, and Tin Woodsman, join Dorothy on a journey to meet the Great Oz. While on their track, they battle the Wicked Witch of the West, who is determined to get revenge for the death of her sister. Will the lion never get courage? Will the Tin Man get his heart? Will Scarecrow find brains? Will Dorothy finally return to Kansas? Stick with us to find out.
Dorothy! Dorothy, where are you? Dorothy, there's a cyclone coming! Dorothy! Dorothy!
Auntie Em, where are you? Auntie Em, I'm coming! Dorothy, I come from Kansas.
You have killed the wicked witch of the east and set us free. We thank you, noble Dorothy.
I haven't killed anyone.
Your house did. Those are crazy slippers.
Oh dear, the house must have fallen on her.
What a glorious day in Munchkin country.
The east wind is dead.
Where am I?
In Munchkin Country, in the magical land of Oz.
Oz? Is that anywhere near Kansas City?
I'm afraid I don't know where that is.
Who are you?
I'm called Glinda the Good, Witch of the North.
I thought all witches were wicked.
Only two.
The wicked witch of the west and the wicked witch of the east.
Whom you have destroyed.
Tell us, noble Dorothy, how did you come to this place?
There was a cyclone in Kansas, and before I knew what was happening, it picked the house up, and we landed here. If the cyclone brought us here, there must be a way to get back.
I'm afraid I don't know how to help you.
Perhaps Oz can help her. Let Dorothy go to the Emerald City.
Oh yes, maybe our great wizard can show you the way.
Who's Oz, and where's the city?
It is in exactly the center of things and ruled by the great wizard I spoke of.
How do I get there?
You must walk. It is a long journey, sometimes dark and sometimes terrible. However, I will use all of my magic arts to keep you from harm.
Won't you come with me?
I'm afraid I can't do that. However, no one will dare touch a person who has been blessed by Glinda the Good.
The road to the Emerald Sea is paved with yellow bricks. You can't miss it.
Remember, Dorothy, just follow the yellow brick road.
That's all you gotta do, just follow the yellow brick road.
Just stick to that saffron pavement to the Emerald City.
Where is this Dorothy? Where is this girl who killed the Wicked Witch of the East?
You have no power here.
I want those slippers! Give me the slippers that belong to my sister, the Wicked Witch of the East.
You have no power here.
Ah! They burn! The ruby slippers burn!
I told you. Dorothy needs these slippers for her long journey to Oz. Hers are thin and worn.
No, they're mine!
Here, Dorothy. Put these on and never take them off.
No, I'm scared.
Do as I say.
I can't touch you here in Munchkin Country, sweet little Dorothy. But you can't escape me forever. I'll make you pay for what you did to my sister.
It was an accident.
Just you wait. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Pay her no mind. She's gone, my friends. You can come out now. It's safe. Remember, Dorothy, just follow the yellow brick road.
That's all you gotta do. Just stick to that saffron pavement to the Emerald City. Lift your feet, follow the road. Sound your feet, follow the road. Step on down, follow the road. Stop that ground, follow the road.
My, they certainly are unusual shoes.
They certainly are.
Who said that?
I did.
Where are you?
Over here.
Did you speak?
Certainly. How do you do?
Pretty well, thank you. How do you do?
I'm not feeling well. My arms hurt.
Why don't you put them down?
I can't. There are slits in my sleeves. If you will take them away, I shall be obliged.
No trouble at all.
I feel like a new scarecrow. Except for one thing. I ain't got a brain in my head.
Gosh, it's hard to imagine not having any brains.
At least you know how to imagine. When you're stuffed with straw like me, you're limited as to what you can do.
Imagine that. Don't say. Imagine that.
I heard you were going to find Oz. If I go to the Emerald City with you, do you think the Great Wizard would give me some brains?
I don't see why not.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy. You're really a very kind person. You see, I don't mind my legs and arms and body being stuffed with straw, because if anybody steps on my toes or sticks a pin in me, it doesn't matter, for I can't feel it.
I never thought of that.
But if my head stays stuffed with straw, people will call me a fool.
I'll ask the wizard to do all he can for you.
Grr. He doesn't like me.
Oh no, he's just not used to you. You mustn't mind Toto. He never bites.
Oh, I'm not afraid. He can't break straw. There's only one thing in the world I'm afraid of, and that's a light match.
Which? Don't run far, Toto. Now, which way is the road to Oz, I wonder?
Oh, I know.
You do? Which way is it then?
This way, or maybe that way.
You're not going to be much help, are you?
I told you, I have no brains.
That's okay. Toto will find the yellow brick road.
I hope that wicked witch to the west doesn't find us first.
Come along.
Oh, I feel like I'm coming apart at the seams.
It takes time to learn how to walk. Here, take my arm.
Oh, thank you, Joy. You're really a very nice person.
Listen up to it, my way, I say
From all this dust on the road. Besides, I'm thirsty.
Tisk, tisk. It must be inconvenient to be made of human flesh. You have to eat, and drink, and wash.
It takes a lot of work to be human.
However, you have brains. It's worth a lot of bother to be able to think properly.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I'm sure I heard something.
Oh, help.
There it is again. Oh dear, I've never seen anything quite like this.
What is it?
It's a man, and he's all made of tin.
I've been groaning for more than a year, and nobody has heard me or come to help me before.
That's terrible. What can I do?
There's an oil can at the foot of the tree, but I rushed it so badly I can't move to get it.
Oh, I found it.
It would help if you moved out where the light is better.
I can hardly move.
Scarecrow will help.
Of course, of course.
You'll be feeling better in no time. Now, what's next?
Oh, thank goodness. I've been holding that axe in the air ever since I rusted. How did you come to get here?
We're on our way to the Emerald City.
To see the wizard.
Why do you wish to see Oz?
I'm going to ask for some brains. I don't have any, you know.
And I'm going to ask him to send me back to Kansas.
I'd like to feel something rather than just stiffness in my joints. Do you think Oz could give me a heart?
I'm not sure, but we could ask.
True. So if you'll allow me, I will join your party and go to Emerald City with you and ask Oz for a heart.
I'm going to ask for brains instead of a heart because a fool wouldn't know what to do with a heart if he had one.
Well, I'll ask for a heart, because brains don't make one happy.
I wish I knew which one of you was right. Let's leave it up to the wizard.
That's a good idea, Dorothy.
That's not good.
Oh, no, you're so tricky. Come here, Toto. I'll carry you.
I see my powers are already working. Wonderful. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? How about a nice thunderstorm for you tonight? And that little dog will make a nice muff for my hands on a cold day. And I'll plan a little extra something special for you, Dorothy.
Stay on the road, follow the road.
That's right.
Stay on the
Enjoy
road,
yourself.
follow
You won't be doing that much longer. I've rearranged the yellow bricks in the road, and they're leading you straight to the forest of the fighting trees.
How far is Oz, I wonder? It's a good thing we found this other basket.
That's for sure.
I have no idea how long it is going to be, but I've heard it's a long journey through dangerous country.
I hope we won't meet anything scary like that wicked witch in the west.
I'm not scared as long as I have my oil can.
And I'm just stuffed with straws, so nothing can hurt me.
And Glinda the Good said her blessing would protect me. But what about Toto? What will protect him?
We must protect him ourselves if he is in any danger.
What was that?
Maybe it was our imaginations.
I don't think so.
It sounds like a fierce lion.
But where is it?
There. Oh, help! I think I'm going to faint.
Stop that! Stop that, you wicked lion! Don't you dare bite Toto!
I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to.
You didn't have to hit me. You hurt my little nose.
Why are you making such a big fuss?
You hit my nose. It stings. Oh,
Why, you're nothing but a coward.
I know. But how can I help it?
And think you striking towards that.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy. You did give me quite a fright.
Toto, go get Tin Woodsman.
What makes you a coward? I don't know. I suppose I was just born that way. All the other animals in the forest expect me to be brave because a lion is supposed to be the king of beasts. As long as I keep roaring, no one seems to notice that I don't have any courage. Do you have brains? I suppose so. I've never looked.
We're going to see the wizard and ask his help.
Maybe he could help you too. How? I'm going to ask for some brains.
And I'm going to ask him to send me back to Kansas.
And I'm going to ask him for a heart. I've never had a heart, you know.
Do you think Oz could give me courage just as easily as he could give me brains?
Or give me a heart.
Or send me back to Kansas.
Then if you don't mind, I'd like to go with you. Life ain't much without a little bit of courage. Life ain't much without a little bit of courage. I ain't just a lion. Life ain't much without a little bit of courage.
I feel like we've been walking for miles and miles.
I hope the wizard will welcome us. Oh, no.
What now?
The oil can. I must have dropped it when the cowardly lion frightened me. What will I do if it rains?
Never fear. I'll cover you with my feline fur. You may think of me as an umbrella.
That's not very funny. One drop of rain and I'll rust again.
Well, I'm sorry that happened, but are we going to stand here all day, or are we going on with our journey? This can be a dangerous forest when it wants to be. I wouldn't want to be here at night.
Listen.
What is it?
It's pretty, whatever it is. Makes me sleepy.
No, you mustn't sleep in the forest.
Why not?
If you sleep in the forest, you may never wake up. At least, that's what I've heard.
Don't be silly. A little nap never hurt anyone.
No, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Look at these flowers. Aren't they lovely?
Lovely. If I had a heart, I would really appreciate them.
They're so bright, and they sing so sweetly.
Very fine.
Good night, Dorothy.
Good night.
That's right, my dears. Sleep, sleep. Listen to that soft lullaby of the deadly yellow flowers. For when you fall into a deep sleep, you'll never wake up again. Ah! Now, to get those ruby slippers.
Wait!
Curses!
Until Dorothy's in the Emerald City, she's under my protection.
All right, Linda. I know the rules of Oz. But remember, when they're in my domain, you'll be powerless to help them.
You're even more wicked than the witch Dorothy destroyed.
Drat! I haven't forgotten about that. Dorothy, how I despise that child.
Be gone, before I change you into a field mouse. Wake up, Scarecrow. Wake up, Toto. Wake up, Dorothy. Wake up, Tin Woodsman. Wake up, Lion.
I feel as if I'm slept for hours.
I had a funny drink.
I saw a witch. You call that funny? But this was a good witch.
After that snooze, I could walk all day and night.
Goodness!
What's wrong now?
The pretty yellow flowers. They're gone.
What do you make of that?
I don't know, but this is certainly the strangest forest I've ever been in.
Let's get out of here. I'm scared.
Why, there's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, yeah? Get down. Get down.
Who is that laughing?
I don't know, but it's gotten awfully dark.
My goose flesh has goosebumps.
Let's hold hands and walk slowly.
Let's.
left, right, left, 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 right, left.
Enter the throne room of the great and powerful Oz.
Excuse me, but are either of you the wizard?
Certainly not. We are military people. Can you see our uniforms and weapons?
In that case, may we see the wizard?
You're quite alone.
My friends are outside.
You don't expect the wizard to go outside, do you?
Oh, no. It's all right. You guys can come in.
Which one is ours?
Neither. These are the guardians of the gates.
I've never seen green beards before.
We've never seen a tinwood before, so there.
There's no need to be huffy. Then we shouldn't have come here.
Don't be silly. Does the wizard ever come out?
Never. What does he do with himself all day long?
He sits behind that tree.
What's he like?
That is hard to say. Oz is so great a wizard, he can take on any form he wishes. Some say he looks like a bird.
A bird?
Some he appears as an elephant.
An elephant?
To some, he appears as a cat.
Hush, Dodo.
To some he appears as a flaming ball of fire.
He's scaring me. Let's get out of here.
You really must have some courage, Lion.
But you know I don't have any. Something terrible is going to happen if we stay here. I just know it. Oh.
We're not in any danger, Lion. Does the wizard ever come out?
Never.
Why do they call this place Emerald City?
Because everything is the color of green, of course.
It doesn't look green to me.
That's because you're not wearing green-colored glasses. Here.
Wow, everything really is green.
Whoa.
Pretty. This is so amazing.
Why do you wish to see Oz?
I want him to send me back to Kansas.
And I want him to give me some brains.
And I want him to give me a heart.
I want him to give me some courage.
Oz can do all that easily.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Woo!
There's more brains than me and a large collection of hearts, all shapes and sizes.
Don't forget my courage.
Oz has a great pot of courage, which he covers with a golden plate to keep it from overflowing.
What about me? Can he send me back to Kansas?
Where is Kansas?
I don't know, but it has to be somewhere.
Very well. I'll deliver your request. Keep an eye on them. Who knows if somebody from Kansas can be trusted.
Wow, these glasses really do make a difference.
But, Dorothy, what if the wizard refuses to help us? Or if he turns into the elephant and steps on us? What's an elephant? It's like a mouse with big ears, only much larger.
Are you really gonna look on the terrible face of Oz?
I haven't come all this way to turn back now.
Look, he's coming back.
Will the wizard see us?
At first he's very angry, and so we should send you back where you came from. Then he asks what you look like, and when I mentioned his ruby slippers, he's very much interested. The great and powerful Oz will see you.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Prepare to meet the great and powerful Oz!
I'll make you what you great and powerful. Those who do not seek me must leave now. Who are you? Why do you seek me?
I'm Dorothy, the small and meek.
Where did you get those ruby slippers?
I got them from the Wicked Witch of the East when my house landed on her. Oh, please, Your Honor, you have to send me back to Kansas. My Aunt Em must be worried for me being away so long.
Silence! Step forward, Tin Man.
Yes, your wizardship?
What do you see from the great powerful odds from the mythical planet jump?
I would like to have a heart, so I can be as other men are. Oh please, oh great and powerful Oz, please give me a heart.
Silence! Step forward, Scarecrow.
If I had any friends, I'd be terrified.
So it's brains you want, you poor excuse for a crow's nest.
Well, I want to be a poor excuse for anything if you put some brains in my head.
Silence! Step forward, Lion.
No, I don't want to go.
Do not incur the wrath of great and powerful Oz.
We have to help him.
Oh, I want my mommy. I want to go home. I'll be a good boy. I'll clean up my room.
Silence!
Oh.
Speak.
Go ahead, Lion. Tell him what you want.
Don't worry, we're your friends.
Yeah, we won't let any harm come to you.
Oh, it's so good to have friends. It's such a lovely day. Why don't we all go out and have a nice picnic?
Come back here, you wretched coward.
Oh. Yes, grandmother, I am a cowardly lion. I come to you to beg that you give me courage so I can become the king of beasts, as men call me.
Enough!
Oh.
Will you grant our request?
In this country, everyone must pay for what they want. If you wish to use my magic powers to tell you must help me first.
But how can we help someone as great and powerful as you?
Destroy the power of the Wicked Witch in the West.
The Wicked Witch? That's impossible.
If you can't destroy her power, how do you expect us to do it?
You destroy the Witch of the East, you can destroy the Witch of the West.
That's not fair.
That's your problem. Oz has spoken.
Oh, Dorothy, what are we going to do now?
The only thing we can do.
What's that?
Find the Wicked Witch of the West and destroy her power.
But we don't even know where she lives. I hear she lives beyond the land of the winged monkeys.
It's too dangerous.
No telling what that wicked old witch might do. I don't even want to think about it.
I know you're scared, but if we don't try, then I'll never get home and you'll never change.
Dorothy's right. What kind of friends would we be if we didn't go?
Not very good ones, I'm afraid.
Gee, Dorothy, you sure got a lot of courage. I don't know how much help I'll be. I'm such a fool.
And I don't know if I can harm even a wicked old witch without a heart.
We'll be alright as long as we stick together. There's a light in the distance ever, shining bright in the distance, never growing dim, for it's there to lead us out of the darkness. Don't be shy or frightened, my friends, if we stay together, my friends, we will conquer all our fears and learn to be free. You will have the courage I know, you will have the dreams that I know, you will have
is as far as we can go.
Oh, poor Scarecrow. Where's the road?
There is no road, for no one ever wishes to go to the castle of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Then how are we supposed to find her?
That will be easy. Once she knows you are a Claymate, she will capture you and make you all her slaves.
Her slaves?
Slaves?
I'm not going to be anyone's slave.
Oh, let's go back. Maybe she won't make us our slaves. After all, we mean to destroy her power.
Take care. She's wicked and clever and fierce. Keep to the west where the sun sets and you'll find her.
But which way is west?
That way.
We will lead you to the outer gates of Fairmont City.
What is it, you mighty Piltum, please? Aha! I see them. That wretched Dorothy and her little mutt. And that scaredy cat lion. Oh, and the tin can, and yes, that walking sack of straw. I know what I'll do. I'll destroy them with a pack of wolves. Wolves have long legs, and sharp teeth, and fierce eyes. Yes, they can tear them to pieces. Or maybe I could get a flock of crows enough to darken the sky, and they could pick them to pieces. Or, how about a swarm of black bees? It could sting them forever and ever. Oh, yes. Or I could ask the children what they think. But no, children should be seen and not heard, miserable brats. I'll decide what to do here, not you. Capture the lion. I'll harness him, work him like a horse. Destroy the Tin Man and Scarecrow, but seize Dorothy. I want those ruby slippers. Oh, yes. Good. They're coming closer. Closer. Remember, Dorothy, when you're in my domain, Glinda the Good is powerless to help you. Come, my pets, let's prepare to welcome our guests. I think the potion for the musical, magical voices should be just about ready. Ah, yes. It's perfect. Welcome, my friends, to the Castle of No Return. Welcome, my friends, to the Castle of No Return. Once again, the ladle of death will turn in my corner room.
mama. Come on along and be my slave. I'll work you to an early grave, but only if you behave. I love this job, I love the drama. I'm the wicked witch of the West, queen of sorcery. As witches go, I'm the best. A feisty crow, you will learn. In the castle of no return, she'll make a fine orangutan, a fine addition to my clan. Or perhaps I'll change her to a man, a giant ogre, big and burly. Come on along and say you'll stay. I wouldn't have it any other way. You'll work and work, never play. I'm a mean old heck, I'm too curly.
I thought I saw a witch. I thought I saw a wolf.
I thought I saw a bee.
I thought I saw a crow.
We better keep our eyes open.
Who could sleep in this place?
I hope the wicked witch doesn't know we're on our way. Oh. What now?
I just scared myself thinking about it.
You really must try to conjure up some courage.
Listen.
What?
I know it sounds silly, but it sounded like
Sounded like what, Scarecrow?
a monkey.
A monkey?
Oh. Not only that, I think I heard the sound of wings.
Wings.
Oh no.
Don't you remember when I told you? The wicked witch of the West lives beyond the land of the winged monkeys.
I'm sure the wizard only told us that to try and scare us, to see if we do his bidding.
I don't.
Why not?
Here they come!
Please, somebody help me! Oh, my lovely straw! Leave it
cooking, my dusting, my cleaning of her dirty pots and pans. I have had enough. I am a lion, not a mouse. I shall tell the wicked witch to get herself a new pussycat.
so sure it has taken awful lot of scrubbing.
Oh, Dorothy, she was just here. That wicked old witch. I'm afraid she's going to discover you give me food every night, and she'll punish you.
Oh, I'm so weary.
Sit down, rest.
No, I don't want her to punish Toto.
Have you found out where she's locked him up yet?
Not yet. She knows that I won't do anything if it means he come to harm.
Poor Dorothy, I hate to see you sad.
And we'll probably never see Tin Woodsman and Scarecrow again.
Here, use the tip of my tail.
Thank you. I guess I'm not as brave as I thought.
Why, Dorothy? You're the bravest person I know.
Oh, it's kind of you to say so.
Now come on, you must keep your spirits up if we're gonna find a way out of this dump.
But how can I when things seem so hopeless?
Well, whenever my spirits were down, my mother used to do the old softball.
What's that?
Here, I'll sing it for you.
I always feel standing there when
feet with my own hands. I know. I'll conjure up an iron bar. Yes, invisible to the human eye. Let's see, right about here. Now what was that spell? Hocus pocus. Everybody focus. No, that never works. Abracadabra, alakazam. Put an iron bar here, and Dorothy will go bam. Oh, yes, lovely. Good, good. That'll do the trick.
Don't let them hurt poor lion.
Oh, my dear. Always thinking of others, aren't you? You're so sweet.
Won't you please set us free?
First, give me the ruby slippers.
No, Glinda the Good made me promise. I don't know what power they have, but you can't have them.
You miserable creature from Kansas. I'll punish your little dog for this.
But Toto hasn't done anything.
Silence! Who put that there? Oh. Dorothy, come sit on these steps.
But why?
Don't ask questions, just do what you're told.
If you keep making faces like that, you'll be stuck that way.
Give me the ruby slippers.
No, Glinda the Good made me promise.
Very well. Let's see how your friends are doing without you. Well, my magic must not work. There we go.
Dorothy. Dorothy. Where are you?
I'm right here, Tin Man.
Dorothy. They've arrested me and I can't move. I need your help. Dorothy.
Why can't
Dorothy.
Why can't he see me? Why can't he hear me?
Well, my dear, he's not really here in the castle. It's magic, you see.
Oh, Dorothy, they've taken my straw and scattered it all over the place.
Yes, my monkeys gave him a little makeover.
Oh, Dorothy, we need you. Please come help us.
I want to, but I don't know where you are.
Give me the ruby slippers.
No, I've told you a million times.
Dorothy! Dorothy! Oh, where are you, child? You're breaking my heart. Where are you?
Auntie Em, I never thought I'd see you again.
We've looked everywhere for you. Even your little dog is gone. What could have happened?
I'm so sorry, Auntie Em. We landed in Oz and we met the wizard and now we're trapped in the castle of the Wicked Witch.
Dorothy! Dorothy!
Auntie Em, no.
Dorothy!
Auntie Em, don't leave me, please. Auntie Em!
It worked! It worked!
My ankle! Oh, it hurts. It really, really hurts.
Oh, too bad. Victory! Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Get that back!
No, it's mine.
You have no right.
Doesn't matter. I've got it. Fun your keepers.
You might have that one, but you'll never get the other one.
Oh, my dear. Yes, I will. Because I'm going to the high tower to throw your little dog into the moat.
You can't! He can't swim!
Then give me the other slipper.
Glinda the Good made me promise.
Oh, too bad.
Why, you wicked witch!
Ah! Water! Water!
see for yourself.
There's nothing there but her hat, her dress, and a puff of fog.
She melted.
Is it true? Is she really gone?
You can talk?
You sure she's not coming back? How is she to speak? Long ago, the wicked witch put us under a spell and took away our power to speak. We always had to do her bidding, no matter how evil her commands were. If only we had some proof she was truly defeated.
Here's your proof.
After all this, will all give me courage?
I don't know, but we can't worry about that right now. We have to find Tim Woodman and Scarecrow. They need our help.
But we'll never find them. Don't worry, we'll show you where they are.
Oh, thank you. Only let's hurry.
Oh, help me. Somebody help me.
I'd be glad to help you, Scarecrow.
But I can't help myself. I'm all rested.
Where's Dorothy?
Lost in the castle with a wicked witch.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm getting weaker and weaker.
I'm not feeling so good myself.
This is Link. Follow us.
Oh no, they're coming back.
Who?
The winged monkeys.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Help! Somebody help us! Please, please help us! Hey there, right where we left them.
Get away! Get away!
Oh, Scarecrow, poor thing, and Tim Woodman.
Dorothy? Dorothy, is that you?
Dorothy, did you say Dorothy?
Dorothy, how'd you escape? Be careful of those winged monkeys. Look what they did to me.
And me.
You mustn't blame the winged monkeys. They were under the witch's spell. And we escaped because I melted the wicked witch with water.
But how?
I threw a pail of water on her.
That's funny. Whenever somebody throws water on me, I just rust.
Everybody's different.
I'm all rusted again.
I can tell. You'll be feeling better in no time. How's that?
Feeling good. Better go get Scarecrow.
Help.
Oh, Scarecrow.
Not much left of him, I'm afraid. Those monkeys really messed him up.
The winged monkey showed me where the wicked witch kept her fresh straw.
Great, let's hurry and take Scarecrow.
And then we can go see the wizard to ask for our things.
Oh dear, oh my. That's an awful long journey, I'm afraid. No worries, I'm the king of the big monkeys. I will have my people fly you there. We'll be in the hotel in minutes.
Then what are we waiting for?
Let's finish Scarecrow and then we can get going. All right. Are you back again? I thought you went to seek the Wicked Witch of the West.
I not only went to see her, I found her.
And she let you go?
She didn't have a choice. I melted her.
Melted? Well, that's good news indeed.
May we see the wizard now?
Very well. Wait here.
What did he say? What did the wizard say?
Nothing yet. One of the guardians at the gates went to see if he's in.
I can hardly wait for my courage, my brains, my heart.
And my return to Kansas.
Message from the great and powerful Oz.
Yes, yes.
He says, come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We need to see him today.
Yeah, we want to see Oz.
Yeah.
I am Oz, the greatest and powerful. Why do you seek me?
You sure do have a habit of startling people.
Why haven't you destroyed the power of the Wicked Witch of the West?
But I have. I melted her. She's gone forever.
I don't believe you.
I don't lie.
I was there. I saw that there's nothing left of her.
You can ask the king of the winged monkeys himself.
The winged monkeys can talk again now that they're not under the power of that wicked old witch of the West.
We've come to reclaim our promises.
What promise?
You promised to send me back to Kansas once the power of the Wicked Witch was destroyed.
And you promised to give me brains.
And you promised to give me a heart.
And you promised to give me courage.
Come back tomorrow. I must have time to think.
You've had enough time to think already.
We're not going to wait one day longer.
You must keep your promises to us.
Toto, get away from
Oh,
there!
Oh, no.
No, Toto.
Oh, Toto,
Stop it.
what's happening?
Get him.
Who are you?
Come back here.
What the heck?
Who is that?
Toto, come down here! Did he hurt you? I bet he did.
You come keep your promises to us.
Did he kill the wizard? Oh my god!
What happened?
That mask is scary.
Finally, who are you?
Go away. Come back tomorrow. Oz has spoken.
Get back here!
Who are you? I'm supposed to be a great wizard. But actually, I'm just a common man. I'm a humbug.
You're a fake?
Uh-huh. You see, I used to be a balloonist.
What's that?
A man who goes up on a balloon on circus day to draw a crowd. But one day, I went up, and then I came down and was in the magical land of Oz.
That's like what happened to me and Toto in the cyclone.
When all the Oz citizens saw me coming down in my beautiful balloon, they thought I was a great wizard. I used all my tricks I learned in the circus to impress them.
You had no right to send us to the Wicked Witch.
I know, but I lived in deadly fear of her for many years. She was always trying to do me harm. So was the Wicked Witch of the East. So when I heard your house fell on her, you can imagine how happy I was.
We could have been imprisoned there forever.
Ah, but you were too smart for her, and I was willing to promise you anything if you would only destroy the power of the Wicked Witch of the East, so I would have nothing to fear.
How selfish. You're a very bad man.
Actually, my dear, I'm a very good man, just a bad wizard.
I think you owe the citizens of Oz an apology.
I guess you're right. Guards, call a town meeting at once. The great and powerful Oz has just called a town meeting. Just make that Oz from now on.
dear friends in the land of Oz, I have a confession to make. I may not be as great and powerful as you think I am, but in learning this, I have gained a great deal of wisdom.
How much wisdom?
Enough to know that if you care about your friends, you can do almost anything.
But I will be very unhappy unless you give me brains.
Anyone can have brains, Scarecrow. Nothing unique about that. It's the way you use them that counts. But not everyone has the one thing that proves you can think deep thoughts.
What's that? What's that?
A diploma with your name on it.
This certifies that Scarecrow has satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed by the school committee for the Magical Land class and is therefore entitled to this diploma. Oh, thank you, thank you. This is a great responsibility. I want to think about it.
Where's my heart? I think you're wrong for a heart. It makes most people unhappy. That's a matter of opinion. Very well, you shall have a heart. Let's see which one suits you. No. What about this? Ooh, this looks right. How does it feel?
I could cry with joy.
Don't do that, you'll rust again.
In the morning, I'll work it in with the soldering iron. But for now, this will do.
But is it a kind heart? I don't want it unless it's a kind heart.
It looks very kind.
And it feels very kind. I'm so happy.
Where's my courage? You know, of course, that courage is always inside a person. Personally, I think you have plenty of courage. All you need is confidence in yourself. There is no living creature that is not afraid when facing danger. True courage is in facing danger even though you're afraid.
He has enough of that kind of courage already.
How do you feel?
Full of courage. Toto, now it's our turn.
It was easy to make the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lions happy because they believed I could do anything. But it's going to take a lot more than imagination to carry you back to Kansas. I don't know how it can be done.
You've got to find a way.
Maybe in a few years I'll discover a way to make my balloon float again.
A few years? I want to go home now.
Dorothy, what's wrong?
I'm afraid my powers aren't enough to carry Dorothy back to Kansas.
Toto, what are we going to do now?
I'm sure I can show you a way to get back to Kansas. It's Linda the Good Witch.
Oh, Glinda, I'm so happy to see you. Can you really take me back to Kansas?
If you're sure you want to go,
Yes, I'm sure.
then you better say goodbye to all your friends.
Will you be all right without me?
Of course. I don't have to be afraid ever again.
Now that I have a diploma, there are all sorts of wonderful things I can do.
And with a heart, I can even fall in love.
Look, he's blushing.
I never saw a Tin Man blush before. Bye, Dorothy.
Goodbye, Dorothy. Don't forget us.
How could I? And don't you forget me.
No, never.
Never.
Don't worry, we won't forget you.
Come, Dorothy.
Are we leaving now?
Yes.
But how are you going to do it?
I knew the ruby slippers had powers. I just didn't quite know what they were. And the king of the winged monkeys told me everything.
You mean the secrets in the slippers?
Yes. All you have to do is tap your heels 3 times and command where you would like to go, and the slippers will take you anywhere.
That's amazing.
Come on, Toto. I'm going home. I'm finally going home. I'm going back to life I remember from so long ago.
Guys, this is an answer to prayer, and I know a lot of you prayed. And this is the first time we've ever had this many here for anything. And I will say we cast this in September, like the first week of September. One person is in their original place, and some people replaced it this week. Wow. So kudos to these guys. Yeah! Two seniors I'd like to recognize, Braden McNeil. He has done 3 productions with us, and Blair Walters.
backstage, and she kind of like became mom to all these people. So they had a mom and they had a wicked witch, and they didn't have any choice. So I would really, really like to thank my co-director, Geraldine Knight, and we are going to go party somewhere sometime whenever we find energy to do it. But thank you so much. Thank you to Marion Gear and Beth Schultz for helping with the concession stand. There may have been more people. I don't even know what all was going on, but this was a success, and I hope that these guys are encouraged. I hope you encourage them and encourage the rest of the people, because if you want well-rounded children, they have to try different things, and I am so proud of these guys. So, thank you.
Miss Snipe and Miss Conway, because somehow they kept their sanity through this whole production. I mean, bringing in people from this week, kudos to you that have learned your lines in a week. I could barely do my 3 scenes in 2 months, so you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you. And not sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And we're going to ask you to please stand and join.